Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. And he's got some space here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. There's the rookie from Texas, D'Onta Foreman. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Dalton escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield here, Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A first down throw coming for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and two guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the first round, Andy Dalton in the second round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything, a lot of playoff appearances.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's up and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run with Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Throwing on third down, Watson. Out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ross on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Dalton now to pass. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him, he's always been accurate.
Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He stiff-arms him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the second round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays the game, because he can run it, catch it, he can do it all.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzama with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. look out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texans now.
And this is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on third, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the 2nd round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter. He can take off and beat you with his speed and definitely catches the ball out of the backfield.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Dalton throwing on second down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. The offense lining up 1st and 10. So Dalton now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Passing, it's Dalton on the screen, Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber on to kick. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. From the 50, it's Watson. Now he's forced out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The final act of the first half, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. It's Dalton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Foreman. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down carry now for Miller. Finding room to the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien, he might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A carry for Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So they're going to go for 2. Now Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their... So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Watson off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to... up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The toss play to Mixon. Room here to run. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. option.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw here, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The play clock's running down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
1st and 10. Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Shift together here from the D-line. There's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw. And he take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll give the Texans a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's round! Let's round! Let's go!
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.